sponsored by the Florida Public Relations Association. We're going to have a good time tonight, and I'm going to start out by introducing dignitaries. Everybody here's a dignitary. I mean, but there's some here that think they're more of a dignitary than others. And to satisfy their egos, we're going to introduce them. My good friend Lou Mealy from the school board is here. We have Commissioner Dennis D'Amato and his lovely family. We have Commissioner John Drunstrom back there with his wife. Is that the best y'all can do for John? He's a little bit tender. He goes by the applause to see how well he's doing. And we have Sheriff Jeffrey Dawsey. We have the wonderful, the superb Supervisor of Elections, Susan Gill. We have the City of Inverness Manager, Frank DiGiovanni. And his new sidekick, Tom Dick. our budget.
It's not that long.
Okay, the first presenter, speaking of expensive, is Jeff Dawsey.
Well, before I start my presentation, a mutual friend of ours, Gerry's and mine, Tom Stringer, wrote a paragraph that he wanted to share with you. And, Dr. Tom Stringer. If you use him as a doctor, you really need to be examined. This is from Tom, sincerity to you, Gerry. I've examined every option available to me to attend my friend Gerry Mulligan's roast, and have chosen to reincarnate as Jeff Dawsey. It gets better. This is a frightening situation for my patients and the citizens of Citrus County. In anticipation of my absence, I was, however, able to include Gerry as a victim at Jeff's recent roast. Tonight, rather than depend on Jeff's delivery, I want to simply say that the best memories of my 28 years in Citrus County revolve around my friendship with Gerry and his family. Despite obligatory insults, some of the kindest words ever spoken to me have come from Gerry. Our families have grown up together. I know Gerry's son, Jeremiah, is in attendance. And as an 8th grader, he coined me as the title of Mr. I for me. Okay. This was based on several encounters in which he viewed my behavior to be non-adult. Now, if you know Tom Stringer, that key's right on. Okay. Therefore, the term Mr. Immature, I continue to deliver his admiration and he mine. His stepson, Jeff Largo, often referred to me when I was called as Gerry's only friend. Is Gerry's only friend now? Yeah, that's it, he's not here. He's in San Diego. I think he's in Tijuana. Not too sure. Gerry has mentored my behavior. Oh my God. You've mentored his behavior? Mentored his behavior on the tennis court and golf courses of Citrus County. I, in turn, have mentored Gerry in his lifelong desire to become a urologist. Over the past several decades, I have been honored to share the life's most valuable assets with Gerry, and this is true friendship. I hope you have a great time at your roast, and remember, despite the setting, this is an event to express appreciation for who you are to so many people. I did not come out of my time. Hold on.
Hey, let's do it, Mike. Let's see what you put together all by yourself.
Okay, I did this all by myself. Now, as you well know, the Chronicle and I have an endearing relationship. As you read this morning in the newspaper. Okay. Now, before we get started, need a pen. Okay. I have a waiver of liability, persecution, and promise not to allow any comments, pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this evening to form the basis of future newspaper columns. He doesn't communicate to me.
He's notarized.
That's all right. This is how Gerry normally signs it. He put his X right there, so I'm okay. All right, here we go. We're going to rely on this clicker. That's the best picture you're going to see of Gerry here shortly. And hopefully it will click through. I think I'm going to have to click right through this young lady's head here. I'm not too sure. There we go. That is the clicker. I did it. Okay, now I want you to say this. The headlines, I want you to remember this. The headlines you'll never see in the Chronicle. Happily brought to you by, these are some things you'll never see in the Chronicle. Fiscally responsible, crime-fighting sheriff extraordinaire. I try to get that out of him. I ask him all the time, but please remember something. The gist of this presentation is you'll never see in the Chronicle. Now, the Chronicle is committed. Spelling and grammar. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I love Gerry to death. Oh, yeah. Okay, they really do. They go to that. But I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, on this particular cool morning, here just recently, I was at a Martin Luther King Day celebration, and this was the headlines. I want you to remember, Martin Luther, he's a king. He's a guy that was kind of notable. He's been around for quite a while. This was the headline in the Chronicle. Popular view of MKLG. Publisher says quality control is more important. Okay, now I'd like to bring to you two of, I'm going to tell you, Commissioner D'Amato, Commissioner Thrumstrom, okay, Commissioner Bartell's not here. I want to show you that two of Gerry's favorite people. These are things that you will not see in the Chronicle. And I'd like to share this with you. Girls, credit Citrus County Chronicle for a glowing endorsement. There is Joyce and Vicky. Now, as you all well know, and I know there's spies out there. I know you are, so go ahead, make the calls now. Okay. Now, as you all know, I have my spies also, okay? Right here is my vice squad. Disrupts publisher at midday rendezvous. Now, I'm not too sure. See Gerry's face right there? I'm not seeing it. Okay, right? See this picture right there? Anybody know what Bluebird Springs is all about? That's where two guys get together usually. They share intimate moments. Okay, this was one of Gerry's comments as one of my investigators came up to him. Publisher exclaims, "I'm having a good old foot tapping time." I think you know several senators that do that, don't you? Okay, more surveillance photos of Gerry. This is his athleticism. You know, Gerry is a wonderful tennis player, that's what I'm told. But he also has many different attributes. This is the first one. You didn't realize that? Okay. This is one of my favorite. I didn't know he had this ability. Hanging on his head. And of course, one of my favorite fundraisers, Jesse's Place. Here he is showing up. It's an amazing thing, Gerry. You have. Now, Gerry is also very much into raising money for prostate cancer, and I just want to show you him. One of them, I'm not sure. Now, back to the headline. As you'll never see in the Chronicle. Okay, here we go. Okay. There's mine. You know, it shows up in every one of his dead editorials. I had to bring it here. Sheriff's copter demolishes Chronicle building. Of course, nobody was hurt, but my comment to the reporter was very simply, no big deal, we have one. You know, I'd like to move on to the budget. You know, Gerry always attacks me. You know, here I am, a Democrat.